Good morning. Good morning, good morning. You want to know how I know that most of you people are never going to be able to get past where you're at in life, are never going to be able to grow, are never going to be able to do anything great? I mean, there's a laundry list of things, but one of the biggest ones is that you say you'll support somebody, right? You'll get behind them and this, that, and the other thing, right? I'm not talking about financially or anything like that. I'm talking about the people that say, oh yeah, you know, when you do this, when you do that, I got your back, right? Okay, now make this make sense. I just looked at Instagram and Facebook, and between the both of them, there's like 100,000 views in the last 30 days, which is not a lot, right? I mean, it's more than most, but it's not a lot. Out of those 100,000 views, there might be, I'm guessing at this point, there might be 100 likes, maybe 30 comments out of 100,000. 100,000 views. So I know you're watching, right? Now that's kind of creepy, right? You want to talk about other people, that's some creep shit, right? 100,000 views, and I might have 100 likes combined, and 30 comments, right? Now you don't understand that when I post in my story, I can see that the same people that say, oh, I don't do this, I don't do that, I don't fuck with Tim, right? Every story, I see your name, right? Everyone. So what are you watching for, right? And if you are watching on purpose, right? And you're like, oh yeah, look at Tim, he's talking positivity again, he's trying to do this, he's trying to do that, right? You can't hit a like button. You don't know how to hit share, right? But you'll heart emoji a goddamn cat video. That makes no sense. I don't know, man. And the bigger problem is that 98%, almost 100% of people, right? If that was the case in your life, now I've been doing this for months, you would have quit, right? Because you need somebody to be like, you're doing a good job, Billy. Go get him, Sarah, right? No. When you know you're doing the right thing, when you know you're doing positive, when you know you're trying to help people, and then occasionally you get a message. Hey, Tim, I saw this, I saw that. Can you answer this question? Sure, I can, no problem, right? Or when you get up and go for your walk and you see in your stories that your buddies are getting up and trying to do something, go for a run, go for a walk first thing in the morning, and you just tell them, good job, bro. I see you, right? Because you see me, maybe, right? Or maybe you just came up with it on your own, which is even better, right? Listen, I'm not out here trying to do nothing crazy, right? But the funny part is that people are like, why don't you go back to driving a truck? Why don't you want? You're the same people that want me to go back to the thing that ruined me, right? You want me to go backwards. Why? So that I can't grow, so that I can't be better than you, so that I can't advance further than you, so that you don't feel dumb in a year, 10 years from now, when Tim's all over the place, and you're like, oh, god damn, this dummy really did it. Again, he said he was going to do something. He took the steps, and it happened, right? In my mind, this is just like, like the first couple weeks when you start a new job, right? And you don't get paid, you gotta wait 2 weeks or 3 weeks or whatever. Or like when the broker holds your money for 90 days, bro, that's what's happening right now. Because sooner or later, the algorithm is gonna pay me, right? I don't need nobody to send me, I don't need nothing from nobody, right? If you understand how this thing works, the more you interact, the more you like, comment, share, all that stuff, right? It don't cost you nothing, right? For me to get paid. That's how I know that you don't mean what you say. Because it don't take nothing absolutely nothing for you to support me and what I'm trying to do. So, I mean, you ain't lying to me. Again, you listen. There's 2 people in this entire world, on the face of this earth, that their opinions matter to me. One's 9 and one's 6, and they're both little girls. So I guarantee you, it ain't you, right? Now, I appreciate it if you have a good opinion of me, but I don't care if you have a bad one. I don't, right? Because I'm out here trying to do what's best for me every day, in some shape, form, or fashion. Every single day, I take one more positive step forward, right? Now, I'll be damned if I'm going to let the opinions of somebody else or what they think I should be doing with my life drag me backwards, right? Because, you know, when I was driving, spending money reckless, right? Spending money that I didn't really have, over leveraging myself, right? To try to fit in with the crowd, to try to fit in with everybody else, right? To try to look cool, right? When I was drinking like crazy, right? Spending money on dinners, you know, $300-400, like, you know, picking up the tab for everybody. When all that stuff was happening, right? And I was working myself to death, right? I wasn't involved in my kids, right? I was around, but like when I had them, I wanted to sleep, right? Because I was tired. And then you start doing other things so you can stay up, right? To keep the machine going, right? Because I don't care what anybody tells you, you can only work so hard so long before you need something to come in and fuel the machine, right? So it is what it is. And you know, but when all that stuff, all that nonsense and negative behavior was going on, right? I was in a casino gambling like I had it, right? Everybody knew who I was, right? People come up to me, I didn't even know, ask me for money, right? Okay, all that stuff looks cool, right? That's the stuff that made me a bad father, made me an alcoholic and an addict. Not made me, but, you know, emphasized it. All those bad decisions, right? Terrible decisions. They look cool, right? And everybody was like, oh, right? Make a post, 1,700 likes, right? 200 comments, oh, whatever, right? Now, as soon as something changes, right? Now, when I fell off and things got bad, right? Everybody's like, oh, what happened? I just told you what happened, right? Okay, I didn't know how to handle my divorce properly. I didn't know how to handle a lot of things, right? So I did what I thought everybody else would think was cool, to try to, like, you know, fit in. And I had the money to do it, right? And everybody was like, oh yeah, look at Tim, blah, 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 right? Right? Tim falls off. Now Tim's trying to pick himself back up. And where's everybody at? Right? Praying that I don't get back up again. Because I'm going to tell you why. You're going to look even more dumb when I could just fall off and build it right back up again. Right? Yeah, it might take a while. But one thing I'm not going to do is lay down and quit. One thing I'm not going to do is let a bunch of people that really don't even, deep down, don't like me, right? Dictate how I live my life. I'm 42 years old. And my days of trying to impress people are far, far, far over, right? Now, if that offends you, it's because it is you, right? So, please, if you're praying on me to fail, or if you're waiting on me to fail, go find somebody else to do it to, because it ain't gonna be me. So, get out, drink your coffee, go for a walk, do something that you didn't do yesterday that's positive. Quit letting these dummies try to dictate your life. Have a good morning. See ya.